In this video, we're going to talk about the two programs that we're using in order to transcode the media and get it ready for editing. The first program is the older version of Final Cut Express, where we can view the media and see what we want to do with it and pick which clips we like. And then we're going to open up Premiere, which actually gives us the ability to encode the media. For whatever reason, the new Final Cut Pro will not let us encode media from a Sony camera. Not yet, but I'm sure it will soon. So let's get started right now. And so what I'm doing is I'm opening the old version of Final Cut Express. Now I need to shut down new Final Cut in order to make that happen. They don't like each other. So I'm opening the older version of Final Cut Express. And the reason I'm doing that is in the older version of Final Cut Express, I'm able to view the files, but my system will not actually download them. So we're viewing what files we want in the Final Cut Express old version. So mine just is pulling up a whole bunch of other random stuff that we don't care about. And we just click continue as many times as you need to in order to just get this thing open. Now what you can do in the older Final Cut is go to File and go to Log and Transfer. Now what Log and Transfer does is it gives us a chance to look at what files we really want to use. And it opens a window like this. And here it is filling up everything that we have on an external hard drive. Now, if it's not showing there, you want to, let's see, one of these little buttons, yeah, there we go. So we did want it to show that. So open that. So there they all are. See, that's how you make sure that everything's showing in there. So what I do, the reason that I'm viewing these in here is because it just gives you an easy way to take this and scroll to the end to see if we liked that take. So we didn't, I was doing something at the end there. So basically what I do is I look down the row to see all the different ones of Bruce. There he is in all his different outfits. And we scroll down to the end. And if we have yay at the end or a upside down clapperboard, we know we like it.
That was a really good one.
Yeah. Okay, so we like that one. So what you would do is you would write down clip number 7. Now, the odd thing about what we're going to do next is we're going to drag these files all into another program, and that's not going to be clip number 7 anymore because it starts at 0. So this probably will end up being clip number 8 later. But all we're doing is we're getting a piece of paper and we're writing down what clips we're going to want to use later on. And start at the end. Okay, so once you have a list of all of the good takes out of all the things on this card, and by the way, these are B-roll footage that you don't actually need to grab right now. We have enough B-roll footage, but just only go for the ones with the green screen and get all the way through all 180 clips or however many there are. And be sure you've got everything you want and you've just written them down on a piece of paper. Then we're going to go in and we're going to open up, Adobe Premiere. But I'm just going to start you on a new project, and everything here should be just normal. Just leave it the same, but name the project Miller Mixon. I'm going to call it 2 since I already have one of them. I'm just doing this to show you. And sequence number 1, no, Miller Mixon. Everything have their name on it, and then sequence so that we know what it is. Okay. So now it's opening this empty sort of looking. We're going to 3 programs before we get our media over to Final Cut, the new version of Final Cut, which is what we want to use in order to actually edit the media. So now these different hard drives come up on the left side, and what we really want right now, I'm using the no-name hard drive, and so you click on that and you get a couple of options. Now we want to click private, and then all of a sudden it looks like nothing's in private, but it's not showing us the file directory. So click file directory, double click that, looks like nothing's there, click file directory, double click that. Now it's showing what's there and it's under stream. So double click stream, and then pull up your little pad of paper that has the list of all of the files. Now you'll notice that this has a 0 right here, and the one that we liked before was labeled number 7, so really it's going to be not 8, it's going to be 6, right? I'm not sure, so I'm double clicking that so that it'll show up and I can take a quick look at it. So your workspace may not look exactly the way mine did just now, but the way you get your workspace to look just like this is to go up to Window, click on Workspace, and click Editing Workspace. And it brings up this media window that you can look at the program. It puts your browser with your hard drive and everything down here. And this is where the bits and pieces are that we're going to use. Now you can pick these up and drag them onto the timeline like this. And there's a little short piece right there. And when it's red, it means it's not rendered yet. So you can go in and you can look at back and forth and see what you've got and be sure that you have a piece that we really want. Once you determine there's a piece that we really want, you can click on it and it opens up the effects controls area. You need to click on this, open up motion, open up scale, and bring the scale down, because for some reason in this program it comes out pushed way up and you don't want that. So get the whole person, the entire shot. And then once you know that this is the whole piece that you want to use, you can shorten it this way, and narrow it down to just the pieces we want. Bring in 2 more pieces so that we have 3 different bits and pieces on this one piece of footage, and then push them together like that. Make sure this is highlighted with yellow. It's the box we're using, so we'll click on that. And then go up to Sequence and render entire work area. That takes a little bit of time. You can work on a website or something else while that's going on. And then once it's rendered, what we're going to do is export it. So Export Media. Click on that. And takes a few minutes, but this is really important now. This is going to go into the file of the client, and it's going to be where we always look for their media. So first of all, you want to make sure this is set up to 720p at 429.97. This is high quality. It's not 1080, which is just too big to work with all the time, and it's not even, it's like television quality is this. So this is what we're going for, 720. So make sure that's clicked. And then you also want to be sure that the output name is correct. It's got the name of the client in there. And then, let's see, I think we just click Q. Yeah. And then this opens up your Adobe Media Encoder. And this is how you encode the media. So now this is open. And there it is right there. And if we want to change where it's going, we can double click that and make sure it's going into their file and it's under video assets. Now right now I don't have any file named video assets, but go ahead and stick a video assets in there. Okay, so once you've saved the file where you want it to go, then go ahead and just start the queue. And then start your process over again until we have all the media we want off of that card.